Hi yogis, welcome to this Mandala Vinyasa series. If you are new to Mandala basically means circle, and we are going to circle 360 degrees around the mat, which helps to keep your focus because you've got to listen. And with Mandala, you usually work with an element, and today we're doing an earth Mandala flow. And we'll be focusing on the earth element and also Muladhara chakra even. It's a grounding practice. Our root chakra, based in our perineum, it's a grounding and calming. And we'll be concentrating on opening the back body as well. So lots of hamstrings, making space in the back body. Yes. As always, please, this is your practice, your body. Listen to your body. Know what feels good. Know when you need to slow it down. With Mandala, it's lovely because there's lots of repetition and you can stay doing exactly the same thing, or you can switch it up and do something different. But because you know where we've been before, you know what the options are. But do listen to your body, and if your body is telling you need a rest, then come down into child's pose. Come down into any resting pose, pause the video, whatever you need to do. Please remember, this is your body. And we're going to start straight away with a grounding pranayama, a grounding breathing technique called 3-part breathing. You may have done this with me before. It's probably my favorite breath. So you can either stay in a seated position or you can come down to lion Shavasana. I'm going to come in lion Shavasana. I definitely need to lie down after my day. So bring your heels mat distance apart, let the feet hang heavy. You can either bring the arms alongside the body, or you can bring a hand to the belly and a hand to the heart, just so you can feel the body. Feel the breath in the body, feel the body expanding and then releasing. I should have mentioned that if you may need a couple of blocks for your practice today. If you don't have them, please don't worry, I'll try and give modifications without the blocks. Okay, so in your seated or lying position, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Thinking depth. Thinking calm. Seeing how much you can slow and deepen the breath. And if your hands are on your belly and your chest like me, breathe into your hands. Inhaling, soften the belly, feel the belly rise into your hand, feel the ribs expand in all directions, feel the rise all the way up to the chest, and then as you exhale, you melt back to your center. So you imagine this breath like 3 parts. The first part's the belly rising. The second part's the ribs expanding. The third part's bringing the breath all the way up to the chest, to the collarbones. And then exhale softly through the nose. Exhale, release. And as you do, feel your body soften. Feel yourself ground down into the earth. Inhale, create space. Exhale, let go. Inhale. And release. I'm going to stay here for a minute or so more. Move with the rhythm of your breath. See how much you can deepen. Slow it down. Now when thoughts come in, which they will, gently let them go like clouds in the sky. Accept that they're there, but let them float past. Bring your focus to your face as you breathe and see if you can soften through the facial features. Soften the eyes, the nose, the cheeks. Soften the jaw. Breathing in, creating that space, breathing out and letting go. We're going to take the last breath together now. Inhaling for a slow count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now gently, keeping the eyes closed, come back to the natural rhythm of the breath. Just take note on how your body feels after just doing a couple of minutes of connecting to the breath, connecting to the body. Our breath is so powerful. And then before you blink the eyes open, bring your hands over your heart space and start to rub your palms together. Create some heat between the palms and take a huge breath in. As you exhale, bring that heat onto your heart and set an intention for your practice. And if you struggle to think of one, set the intention of presence, staying present, staying grounded in the moment right here and now. And then when you're ready, you're going to blink your eyes open, maybe take a little soft smile. And then hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a great big squeeze. A minute or so more of stillness before we start to move. Bring the left foot down onto the mat. Wrap the right leg over the top and take your hips slightly to the right. Your knees come down to the left. And you can even cactus your arms by your sides, just coming into a little supine twist. If this feels too much, you can take the link out of the legs and just bring the knees over. I want you to keep the grounding through your shoulders. And if your knees don't touch the floor, that's absolutely fine. Think about breathing space through the body just like we did in Shavasana. One more big breath here. And then you're going to take it over to the other side. So if you like the link in your legs, cross the left leg over, take the hips to the left, knees to the right, gaze over to the left. Notice, pay attention. How does this side feel in comparison to the other side? And there's no right or wrong answer here. It may be exactly the same. But just keep scanning your body, feeling for any asymmetry, feeling for any sticky parts, any parts that need some extra care and attention. And then as you inhale, you're going to come up through center again. And let's have one more hug in of the knees. Big, big squeeze. Take a huge breath through the nose and exhale, let it out through the mouth. Bring the feet down. Bring the feet hands distance from the body. I feel really zen after that breathing. It was really nice. So yeah, I'll come back into it now, guys. Okay, poke the bum, check the glutes are working, and then exhale, lift up, bridge pose. Draw the ribs in. Feel that line of energy from knees through to shoulders. Reach up with the wrists, and we're going to do stars and fists and stars. You may have done this with me before. So you make a fist, you make a star, and you go between the two. And we're going to do that for about 60 seconds. And it becomes quite hard. Keep connected with the glutes, keep the core connected, keep grounding through the feet. So the reason why I love Mandala, one, it's hugely creative and I love a creative flow, but also you can make it exactly what you want. So you guys could do this practice through 3 times and have a completely different experience because your body may need something different each time. There's loads of opportunities to get upside down. So you could make this a very much upside down practice, but at the same time, you could do no inversions whatsoever. So yeah, that's why I love Mandala. It's very flexible for how you're feeling. Okay, you feeling it in the forearms? I definitely am. Let's do 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're slowly going to peel the body down now, and we're going to come straight up today. We're going to do a little bit of core on our in all fours. So bring your hands behind your legs and either roll onto one side and bring yourself up, or take some rock and rolls forwards and backwards until finally you're going to roll over your knees and come into tabletop pose. Let's start by just waking up the spine. So your wrists are under your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. As you inhale, arch the back, breathe the chest forward, pull back with the hands, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round through the back, push the ground away, navel to spine, push up. One more time, inhale, breathe the chest forward. Exhale, round through the back. Puff up through the upper back, the mid back, the lower back. And then slowly bring yourself back onto all fours. You're going to tuck your toes and we're going to awaken the core. So before we do anything, we're going to lift the knees just an inch off the mat. Just find your strength here, because we can very much be chilling here, nothing really working, or we can really be finding our strength. So spread your fingers, dial the hands out, and you'll feel your rotator cuffs working, your shoulders stabilizing. Your shoulders are in neutral, so no protraction where you push the shoulder blades away from the spine, or retraction. You want to bring them into neutral. You want to squeeze your bum and draw your belly in, ribs in, tuck the toes, lift the knees, and feel that core awaken. So you want to think about a neutral spine. Notice if your head is dropping, can you push it back in space? And we're going to hold it here for a slow count of 5. I want you to stay with your breath. Keep the breath in and out through the nose if you can. Breathing for 5. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the hips high to the sky. Take a little pedal of the feet. It looks so simple, but if you're doing it with intention, it really, you can really feel it in the core. So have a little pedal of the feet, a little swing of the hips. Check in, as I said, notice where you're feeling tension today and adjust your practice for that. And then find some stillness. Push your hands into the mat. Dial the hands out. Front ribs in towards back body. Lift the lower belly up and in. Draw the sit bones up towards the ceiling as you shine the heels down. Know that it's okay if they don't touch. Know that it's okay to have a bend in the knees. I'd far prefer you to have that nice neutral spine than really rounding through the back because your legs are straight. Shine the backs of the thighs towards the back of the room. Take one more breath. Then exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step to the front of your mat. Find that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, coming all the way up, fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. So we're going to start with some sun salutations with Vinyasa, so low lunge. And then we're going to work through 4 mandalas, so 2 on the right, 2 on the left. As I say, we're going to add on with the second round. So when you're ready, let's create some heat in the body with the sun salutations. Ground down through the feet, lift the toes, and then one by one, feel them ground down to the earth. And ground through the feet, feeling that energy coming up through the body. Push your head back in space. Draw the ribs in, squeeze the bum, feel the energy here. And then as you inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, bend the knees as much as you need, hands to the earth. Inhale, find halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, left foot steps back, come onto the left knee, reach the arms up, low lunge. Breathe space in the side body, lift the shoulders towards the ears, drawing the ribs in, squeezing the glutes. As you exhale, your left hand comes down by your right foot. Pick up the back knee, reach the right fingers to the sky. Inner thigh squeeze, glutes are on. Stay with your breath. We're going to switch the twist now, a little bit more awkward. Your right hand comes down, your left hand lifts. Keep connecting to the core, keep connecting through the feet to the earth. Big breath in. Exhale, hand comes down, step back plank. Lower, knees, chest, chin, keep the shoulder tips lifted. Inhale, pulls you back, cobra. Exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Back knee down, inhale, lift up, reach up, low lunge. Inner thighs hug in, squeeze the back glute, lift through the fingertips. Notice are the ribs flaring, can you draw them in? That right glute is on, breathing through the right hip. One more inhale. Exhale, right hand down, tuck the back toes, coming back to your twist. Inner thighs hug in, feel strong and stable through the pelvis. Exhale, left hand down, right hand lifts. Notice the change. Notice the extra element of balance. Notice how much your glutes want to snooze and don't let them. As you exhale, right hand comes down, right foot steps forward. Inhale, find halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, coming all the way up, fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms forwards and up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, hands to the earth. Inhale, gaze forward, find lift. Exhale, plant the hands, right foot steps back. Coming onto the right knee, inhale, lift the arms high. One full breath here, inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Then as you exhale, right hand comes down, tuck the back toes, you twist. Again, one breath here. Then your next exhale, left hand comes down, right hand lifts, awkward twist. Try and keep the pelvis neutral, which is super hard because that right hip wants to open. Right hand down, step back plank. Option to drop the knees, option for full vinyasa. Keep the full chaturanga even. Keep the ribs, keep the glutes connected as you lower. Inhale, heart opens. And exhale, navel to spine, lifts you up. Right leg lifts, inhale. Exhale, right foot to the front of the mat, coming onto the back knee. Inhale, lift up, rise up, low lunge. One breath here. One more breath in. And as you exhale, left hand comes down, right hand rises. Take a big breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, then as you exhale, your right hand comes down, your left hand lifts. Think about squaring through the pelvis. Think about that left glute staying on. 3, 2, 1. Fingers come down, left foot steps forward. Find that halfway lift. Then exhale, you fold. Inhale, root to rise, coming all the way up, fingers touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Before we start our mandala, so this flow focuses on hamstrings and opening through the hamstrings. I injured my hamstring, and it's a really common injury in yoga. It usually happens at the proximal towards the butt. I don't know if you've ever heard of the phrase yoga butt. For me, it actually happened in the belly of the muscle, but I shy away from doing loads and loads and loads of forward folds, and you might have noticed this actually if you take my classes a lot. And I don't often do lots of hamstring flexibility. This class will be, but we'll be activating as well, so it'll be a lot of active stretching. But what I want to say to you is, if you ever feel a pinching or like what's the word I'm looking for? Like basically pain at the top, at the proximal ends, so at the ends of your muscle where it attaches, then please stop. It's your body's way of saying enough. That's not good. You want to feel the stretch in the belly of the muscle, but when it starts to feel like it's not right, that's your body's way of saying stop. And please ease into your stretches. So think about going in about 50%, say, or whatever it is, going in slowly, using your breath, and then easing down even more. Okay, enough. Let's mandala, guys. So come back to the top of your mat, feet together, heels slightly apart. Take a big breath in as you reach the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, hinge forward, really, really slowly. Your hands can come to your heart space. Squeeze your bum, ground down through your feet, and you're going to hold it halfway. You can have a bend in the knees, that's absolutely fine. Connect to your core, keep the ribs drawing in, keep the glutes working. You can do this by grounding through your feet and slightly dialing them out like we do our hands in down dog and tabletop. Notice if your gaze is forward, can you lengthen through the neck, push the head back in space. Holding here, 3, 2, and 1. Hands to the floor, release. Inhale, find lift, gaze forward. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. Optional vinyasa, lower. Shoulder tips stay lifted. Inhale, heart opens, glutes squeeze. Exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, right foot to the front of your mat. Or not quite, sorry, to about 3/4 of the way, because you're going to inhale, come up, and we're going towards pyramid pose. So you want your feet about a stride's distance apart, your front foot facing forward, your back foot about 45 degrees or slightly toes turned in from that. If that feels bad, you can actually come onto your back toes as well. So bring your feet hip distance apart so you can square your hips to the front of the room. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them behind your back, either coming into reverse prayer or taking opposite elbow if that feels better. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the heart. Exhale, hinge from the hips, coming into pyramid, but an active pyramid. So I want you to ground through your right foot and kind of pull it back in space. So you're feeling the muscles working. Breathe length into the back and notice if you're rounding down. The aim is not to get your head on your leg, it's to keep a lovely, nice, straight spine. Now your right hip wants to drop. Don't let it. Draw the left hip forward, right hip back. One more breath here. Then you're going to inhale, come back up, slightly bend into that right knee, turn onto the back toes. You can keep your hands where you are if you want a little test on balance. And exhale, we're finding warrior 3. Draw an imaginary line through your head, all the way out through your toes. Feel the earth beneath your foot, ground down through the big toe mound. As you inhale, you're coming all the way up to stand. Release the hands, bring the arms over the head, knee in towards your chest. Squeeze your right glute. Your left leg goes over the top, eagle pose. Left arm underneath, wrap your body around each other. Squeeze everything towards your midline, ribs in. Imagine you've got a block between your thighs. Squeeze it together now. And then as you inhale, unravel all the way. Reach the arms up, reach the left knee up. Exhale, shoot back through warrior 3. Your left toes land silently and you're going to shimmy your body all the way round to the back of the mat. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. So you might need to shimmy your left foot over. Come onto the back knee, lizard lunge. Inhale, breathe the heart forward like a cow pose. Exhale, round through the back, push the ground away. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale, breathe forward. Exhale, round back. Last time. Inhale, breathe the chest forward. And exhale, round through the back. Then you're going to tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, step the left foot back. You can bring it down to the earth or keep it lifted, lowering through your vinyasa. Inhale, breathe space into the collarbones. Exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. Inhale, shift forward plank, wave the body forward, push through the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, take it back. One last time, making the movement last as long as the breath. Exhale, take it back. From your down dog, inhale, lift the right leg high to the sky. Same sequence. Exhale, step the foot forward. Inhale, lift up, rise up, heading towards that pyramid. Exhale, hands behind back. You choose, again, reverse prayer or hold on to the elbows. Open the heart, engage through the legs, ground them down, dial out through the feet, and then find that flat back, breathing into that right hamstring. Remember, taking it slow, taking it easy, and reaching through the crown of the head. So finding length. Pull that lower belly up and in. And then as you inhale, coming up, bending into your right knee, turning onto the back toes, lifting up, warrior 3. Drawing in. Draw the hip bones towards each other, spiral that left hip down. And then as you inhale, release the hands, reach the arms up, left knee into chest. Left leg comes over, left arm goes under. Hug everything towards the midline. You can stay quite lifted or you can go really low. Ask your body, what does it need? What does it need right here and now? One more breath. Then as you inhale slowly, Unravel, hands to heart as you slowly come back, fly through your warrior three, and then silently your left toes come down. You spiral all the way back towards your lizard lunge. So take the left toes out, come down onto the back knee. So this time, instead of the cat-cows, you take your lizard where you want it to go. So maybe it's completely here. Maybe you come down onto the forearms. Maybe you untuck the back toes. Wherever you are, we're going to spend another 3 breaths here. Think about the inhale creating space and the exhale going in that tiny bit deeper. The back glute is on. And I have this feeling of pulling back through my forearms. It works through the hands as well, and it helps to create more space through the spine. 1 more breath. And then if you're on your forearms, gently make your way back to your hands. Everyone tuck the back toes, lift up, 3-legged plank or plank pose. Lower with control, with intention. Inhale, chest opens. Exhale, navel to spine. Lift you up. Take a big breath in. Then as you exhale, we're coming towards dolphin pose. See if you can lower both forearms onto the mat at the same time. Now you can keep the arms parallel, you can bring the hands together, interlacing the fingers. Walk your toes forward. Remember, have a bend in the knees if you need one. Hug the front ribs in towards the back body. Draw the sit bones up as you draw the heels down. Core strong. See if you can slow your breath. That is the challenge. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly bring the knees down, bring the hips down, reach the arms forward, child's pose. Now full permission to let go of everything. No effort, just find ease. Breathing those back ribs up towards the ceiling. With each exhale, let go even more. You have 1 more breath here. And then when you're ready, you're going to slowly make your way back to your downward facing dog. And we're going to take this on the left side. Same sequence, Mandala 2. Inhale, left leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, step it forward, not quite to the front of the mat. Back foot 45. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them behind your back. Now switch the grip on the elbows. Sounds weird, but as soon as you'll know what I mean as soon as you try and do it. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze out, ground down through your feet, darling them out. Inhale, opening through the heart. Exhale, hinging forwards over that left leg now. Now check in, notice how does this side feel compared to the other side? So for me, this is the one I'm scared of. This is the one I hurt. So my body, even though it's okay now, it still sometimes says to me, oh no, don't go into it. You're going to hurt yourself. So I need to remind myself that it's okay. As you inhale, come all the way up, bend into that front knee. Remember, you can keep your bind on the elbows and then gently raise that right leg, thinking about that line of energy from your crown to your toes. Ground down through your left big toe in particular. Then as you inhale, you're going to bring your right knee into your chest, your arms high to the sky. Exhale, right knee wraps round, right arm comes underneath. Hug into your midline. Ground down through your left big toe, lifting through your arch. Everything drawing into center. And then as you inhale, slowly unravel, hands come to heart. Exhale, shoot the right leg back through warrior three. And how quietly can you drop that foot? Spiral the arms to the back of the mat. Take your right foot over to the right side of the mat. Come onto your back knee. Inhale, breathe the chest forward. Exhale, round through the back, push the ground away. And again, inhale, breathe the chest forward. Exhale, round, push the ground away. Then coming back, tuck the toes, lift the knees, step back, three-legged plank. Glutes on, guys, as you lower one piece. Inhale, open the heart space. Exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. Spinal rolls. Inhale, shift forward. Little wave. Exhale, round. Send the hips high to the sky. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, bend the knees, hips to the sky. Last time, inhaling forward. Exhale, take it back. And then straight away, inhale, left leg, high to the sky. Exhale, step it forward. Right foot 45, inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hands behind the back. You take the variation that's right for you. Find the squaring of your hip bones. So not only are they facing forward, but make sure that your hips aren't dipping. Make sure they're nice and center. Take a big breath in, then exhale. Find that extension through the spine as you slowly find length through the back of the left hamstring, the left calf, that left back side. Holding for 3. Staying with your breath, keeping the chest open. 2 and 1. Inhale brings you back up. Take the right leg high to the sky as you take your warrior 3. Virabhadrasana 3. Notice, is this side harder? Is it exactly the same? And then inhale, reach up, lift up. Right knee into chest. Exhale, sits you down as your right arm goes underneath your left. Sit lower. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your sit bones towards each other. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. Draw the ribs in. And then inhale, unravel. Reach the arms up. Knee up. Exhale, send that leg all the way back. Toes land, arms, windmill. And it brings you back to the front of your mat. So again, choosing the lizard that is right for you. Right foot to the outside of the mat, maybe coming onto the forearms. Remember, you can always come onto blocks as well. And maybe tucking the toes. Pull back with the hands or the forearms to create space through the spine. Squeeze that left glute. See if you can slow your breath, slow your heart rate. Close your eyes, ground down, tune in. One more breath. And then you're slowly going to make your way to 3-legged plank as we end Mandala 2. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, navel to spine. Lift you up. Big breath in. Long breath out. Big breath in. Then as you exhale, drop your forearms onto the mat at exactly the same time. If that's super hard, with time, I promise it becomes easier. So lots of different options for you now. That's what I'm saying. You can make your practice exactly what you want it to be, what you need. So option 1, dolphin again. This time your right leg lifts high to the sky and you're going to hold 3-legged dolphin. If you want to, you can take some little hops and find your pincher. If you want to, you can find headstand. Now, if you're new to headstand, please be careful. I always say this, and I need to do a class all about headstand, but our necks are so precious. The vertebrae in our neck, our spine in our neck is really, really small and delicate. So in a headstand, you're really not putting any pressure on your neck. You want your neck to be nice and long. And if there's ever any pressure or pain, please come down straight away. Make sure that you have space. You know how to fall safely. So you want to tuck your chin and roly-poly out of it. Remember, you can use a wall, but if you use a wall for too long, you become kind of reliant on the wall. The energy of the wall kind of drags you back towards it. So yeah, we're going to spend about 5 more breaths doing whatever you're doing. If you're holding your 3-legged dolphin or pincher, then come down into child's pose. If you're wanting to do headstand, then you can lift up through the hips, maybe taking one knee in, taking the other knee in, and then slowly making your way and finding your straight line or finding some kind of variation with your legs. And you're going to hold it here. And then you're going to slowly, wherever you are, make your way back down into the child's pose. And we're all going to meet in child's pose like we did in the other side. Huge breath in. And exhale, let go. Let go of all tension, let go of all engagement in the body, and simply release. So this time we're going to do it a little bit faster. You know the sequence now. And we're going to add on your practice, your body. Slowly make your way back. 3 and 2, downward facing dog. Take a moment, take a breath. Inhale, right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot forward. This is where you can grab your blocks and bring your hands onto your blocks, coming straight into your pyramid pose. So you can have your fingers on the floor or grab something so you can keep that spine nice and straight. There's no point in having your fingers on the floor if you're super duper rounded and it feels really horrible. Think about creating length, creating space through the spine, grounding through the foot, pulling it back towards you, and breathing life into the body, breathing openness into that back hamstring on the right hand side. One more breath here. And then what you can do, if you have a block, you can do this with the floor as well. Bring your left hand to the outside of your left foot, if you want to, or you just stay where you are. And then reach your right arm up to the sky. Revolved triangle. Have a little play with the hands where they feel good. Think about squaring your hips. Reach through the right fingers. Draw the ribs in. Draw the belly in. Holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Everyone's coming onto the back toes. Bring your gaze down. Bend into your right knee. Bring your hands to each other. Sorry, we're coming into a twist, into prayer. That's where I was going to. So they are into your heart because you're spiraling your heart to the right hand side. Take a big breath in here. Inner thighs squeeze. Then as you exhale, gaze down. Gently lift that left foot. Twisted warrior 3. If this feels too much, remember you can come into your regular warrior 3. And then you're slowly going to step your left foot forward, twisted chair pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, ground down through your right foot, lift your left knee into your chest. Wrap the body around each other, left arm goes underneath, left leg goes in top. You can either hold it here in your eagle, or you take a breath in. As you exhale, I'm going to bring my hands to my heart just for a little bit of balance. You're going to bring your left knee behind your right, taking it into a curtsy squat. Try not to let the foot touch the ground. So inhale, eagle. Exhale, curtsy. We're going to do one more. Inhale, eagle. Brain in that right glute. Exhale, curtsy. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Everyone unravel. Make your way back to warrior 3. And then slowly spiral all the way round to the back of the mat, coming into lizard pose. So you can take exactly the same variation as we did last time, or you can have a little play with flying lizard. If you haven't done this in a while, and I'm kind of in my mind, I'm really praying it works, but if it doesn't, you'll see that I'm human. So I'm going to come a little bit at an angle so you can see me. Actually, I don't know how much of my mat you can see. So you can bring your left leg over your left arm. So you're trying to kind of tuck your left shoulder over the left arm. Your foot is then going to bend and hug into that arm. You're going to start to bend through the elbows and see if you can lift that back leg. Holding here. 3, 2, 1. Drop the foot. Unravel. Everyone make their way back. 3-legged plank. Lower. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, navel to spine. Hips to the sky. We will have another chance to play with that. Inhale, breathe the chest forward. Exhale, lift you back up. Inhale, breathe forward. Exhale, take it back. Last time, inhale, spiral the heart forward. Exhale, hips back. Straight away, inhale, your right leg lifts high to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Take that pyramid lunge with your fingertips down. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bring the left hand to the outside of your left foot. Remember, you can grab a block if you wish. As you inhale, reach that right arm up. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend into your right knee. Take your left fingertips forward this time. Twisted half moon. Ground down through your right foot. Square the hips. Reach that right arm up. Ribs draw in. Stay with your breath. 3, 2, 1. Right knee, left knee even towards your body. See if you can do it without touching the floor. Arms reach high. Exhale. Eagle pose. Left arm underneath right. Hug everything into center. Big breath in. Then as you exhale, my test to you is, can you close your eyes safely? Notice how it completely changes the pose. How you have to focus and tune in on so much more. Then slowly blink your eyes open. Maybe you hated that. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, step the toes back. And you're going to fly back. And we're going to try that flying lizard. If you hated the flying lizard, instead you can try EPK, which I've done with you guys before. Instead of wrapping the leg round, you're coming onto the outside of the left arm and you're shifting forward and lifting up. But if you want to try the lizard again, you're wrapping the left leg over the arm. I bring my right elbow into my right hip. So bend the knee so you've got space, shift the body forward, and then you can lift that back leg. You can even bend that back knee as well. 3, 2, 1. Slowly unravel. It's not as dainty as it should be. Take it back, 3-legged plank, lower. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring the forearms down. So if you are on the one-legged dolphin, your left leg now is high to the sky. And you're going to hold it here. If you want to have another play with headstand, then please be my guest. If you're really confident in your headstand, then I invite you to start practicing your float. So the float into headstand, think about setting it up first, bringing your hands to hold the elbows, cup the head, and bring the crown of your head onto the floor. And then walk your toes forward. Now, if the float up doesn't work, I'm going to teach you to float down. So see if you can float the legs up at the same time. Lots of core. If you have long hamstrings, it's going to be a lot easier. But if that feels completely like it's not going to work on the float down. So you exhale, inner thighs hug in, send the hips back as you slowly float the toes towards the floor. That's super hard to talk in. But the more you work on the negative, the easier. One day your legs will just float up and you'll be really surprised and it will just happen. But work on the negative and then you'll get the positive, get by the positive being coming up. Wherever you are, guys, I'm going to stop talking. We're going to take that child's pose. We're going to ground down. And we're going to mentally say, only one more mandala. And you know where we're going. You know the sequence completely now. You know what modifications you can make. You know what feels good right in your body. So as you inhale, make your way back into your downward facing dog. And straight away, inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step the foot forward. Coming down 45, finding your pyramid pose, finding the blocks if that feels good. Think about squaring the hips, grounding through that left foot, pulling back in space. Keep the neck neutral. Breathe space into the back of that hamstring. 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes to the outside of the left foot. Reach the left arm up, finding that twisted triangle, squaring through the hips. Ribs in, lower belly up and in. Ground through the feet, particularly that right foot. Don't let all the weight be in the left foot. And then slowly swivel round onto the right toes. Bend into the left knee and bring your hands into prayer, coming into a twisted lunge. I explained that better on this side. Sorry about the last side, guys. So from here, we're going to do that warrior 3 twisted fly, which is super hard. You're going to bring your weight into the left foot, lift through the arch, squeeze that right glute. That's going to help you lift that back leg, lengthen through the crown, holding 3, 2, 1. Your feet step towards each other. You inhale, lift up. Through chair pose, ground down through the left foot. Reach that right knee in towards you. Right leg wraps around, arms wrap around. So you're either holding it here or bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath in, exhale, curtsy. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Exhale, curtsy. Brain in that left glute, guys. Inhale, last time squeeze. Exhale, bend, bend, bend for 3, for 2, and 1. Everyone meet in warrior 3, and then step the toes back, spiral the body round, and let's think about that lizard pose. So remember, you can take a lizard, you can take whatever you need. So wrapping your right leg around if you want to try, squeezing it in towards you, and then bending the elbows. Can you lift that left leg up? Remembering you can bend the leg as well. 3, 2, and 1. Unravel, send the right leg back. Nearly the last vinyasa. Inhale, heart opens. Exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. Last time, spinal rolls. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, shifting forward. Exhale, take it back. Last time, inhale, spiral forwards. And exhale, take it back. Last time, you've got this. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Coming straight into that pyramid. One breath, inhale. Exhale. Bring the right hand by the left foot. Inhale, the left arm up, finding that twist. Inner thighs hugging in. Remember, grab that block if you need to. Then next, exhale, bend into the left leg. Bring your right hand slightly forward, twisted half moon. Inner thighs hug in. Left glute strong, core strong. 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Coming all the way up to stand, the right knee in towards your chest. Bring that right leg all the way over, right arm underneath. Coming back to your eagle pose. Whoa. Everything hugs in. Little test. Close your eyes. Whoa. Feel the wobbles. You can use your little feet as kickstands if you want to. I'm wobbling all the way on this side. 3, 2, and 1. Unravel, shoot that leg back, spiral the arms around. Last little play. Remember, EPK an option here if you want to fly. If you don't want to do this weird little lizard. There should be a wizard pose. Bend the knee, take it in, lift it up. So weirdly, I've noticed on this side, I don't tuck my elbow in. I don't know why I did it on the other side, but it's easier to tuck it in. I don't know, my body just didn't want to do it. Okay, guys, let's take our last vinyasa. Okay, inhale, breathe the heart open, and exhale, navel to spine, lift you up. This time, straight away, you're gonna bend the knees, and you're gonna take a little hop to come and sit on your bum. You're gonna bring the soles of your feet together. You're gonna take a huge breath in and open the heart. And as you exhale, you're gonna take yourself forward. Full permission to round the spine now. And I want you to close your eyes and come back to that breath we did at the beginning. Seeing now if you can find that expansion, find that depth. And seeing how you feel each exhale as you let go. Whether it's letting go of physical tension, whether it's letting go of your to-do list, whatever's going through your mind. And then as you inhale, come all the way up. Plant your feet and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. 3, 2, and 1. Knees hug in, big, big squeeze. Little rock from side to side. And then you're going to gently bring your knees over to the left, your gaze over to the right, just like we did at the start. See if you can do the rest of this flow with your eyes closed. Simply focus on your breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale brings you back, takes you to the other side. Open through that left shoulder. Breathing in, letting go. And then you're going to inhale through center. One last pose, eyes closed if you can. Happy baby. Take hold of the toes or the outer edges of the feet and do like an imaginary squat on the ceiling. Finding length through the back. Finding length through the tailbone. Paying attention to your breath. Paying attention to your body, staying grounded. 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in, big, big squeeze. Then as you exhale, take the feet mat distance apart and find your final pose, Shavasana. Fingers curl in naturally as they come away from your body. Tuck your chin, lengthen your neck. Take a huge breath in. Then as you exhale, let it go. And with it, let go of all control on the breath. Simply be its witness. Different parts of your body will move as you breathe. Each breath looks different. And ending with a poem by one of my favorite poets, Dana Folds. It's called Walk Slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, a moment to be still, and just like that, something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race, that we will all cross the finish line, that waking up to life is what we were born for. As many times as I forget, catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I'm going, that many times I can make the choice to stop, to breathe and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. Now feel free to spend as long as you have here in Shavasana, or if you want to, start to bring some movement into the body, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Inhale, reach the arms over the head, reach the toes away from you. And as you exhale, give yourself a big, big squeeze, give yourself a big, big smile. Take a moment, roll onto your right side and take a deep breath. And then slowly make your way up to a seated position, whatever is comfortable, bringing your hands into prayer, pressing your thumbs into your heart space. And let's end with a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for the heart beating underneath our fingers, gratitude for the breath in our bodies, gratitude for this connection we've had together today. And ending simply with one breath, inhale, let it go. Guys, I hope you're feeling grounded and calm. I hope you really enjoyed that flow, and I'll see you on the mat again soon.